Well, right near the end of the final repairs on the Sophia, I just thought I'd show you the specific capacitors which had caused me grief. And it was the ones in this location here in the center of the board. As you can see, they've been replaced by nice electrolytic radial ones. And they do the job. Look at that fantastic soldering work. Beautiful. That was the one there that had leaked completely, and you could see it on the board, the electrolytic. The rest have been replaced from these little green sorts over to the black ones. I've got a couple more to do, but we're just about done. 3 more and a couple of the little ones lying around, and we'll be able to pop Sophia back in one piece. I will go through and have a look at the power supply as well, just make sure that the caps are all okay on that. And then we'll meet back for a game of Bomberman. The many boards of Sophia. So I finally finished doing all the capacitor work on the main boards. Main board, A-bus board, SH1 board, VCD drive connector board thing, and of course the 2 SH2 boards. Now it's been a long battle, but let's have a look at the main board to begin with. What a board it is. We've got capacitors everywhere. We've got this one up here, middle of nowhere. Big section of them up here near the video connector. Mostly 220 microfarads. I've got some 47 microfarad ones over here. These are the last ones I put in. 330 microfarad. Couple of 1 microfarad. Here's where the SMDs were, now replaced with nice looking caps. As you can see, bit of handiwork, goes a long way. We've got another cap down there, another one in the middle of the board, and 3 more 220s. So overall that board had a fair few caps. It's probably best if you wait till you get all of them before you start work. I sort of had to do this in 2 lots because they ran out of 220 microfarad capacitors. I needed 10, I needed 19. They had 16. And then we get on to the SH1 board. So I've got rid of that awful SMD cap, and we've got another electrolytic in there. Electrolytic radial. As you can see, fits in very nice. I did notice that one was actually leaking. It hadn't reached the board yet, but it was definitely starting to leak between the plastic part and the capacitor itself, the can. Here we have the A-bus board. It's got, again, more 220 nice fat capacitors. Plenty, they're all just scattered everywhere. Oh, there was one little capacitor there that I almost missed. Lucky those other ones are on back order. We head over to the VCD Boards switcher thing. It's pretty much just a pass-through board for the CD drive as far as I can tell, unless you're doing something with the switches on VCD mode, feeding in something. Oh, poor ceramic capacitor, squashed him. Only capacitor I replaced on this one was this one here, which was nice and easy, 100 microfarad, pretty easy. And then of course the beautiful SH2 boards provided by the most generous of benefactors, and we've got just 2 caps, 25 volt, 100 microfarad. Now for these I've gone with, I do apologise, I ran out of anti-static things, so they're just sitting on the table. It's It's been a long day. What was I going to say? Anyone remember? Oh, all the capacitors I've used. They're all big household Japanese names. So we've got Nichicon, Rubicon. I think I might have some Panasonic ones where I couldn't get equivalents by Nichicon or Rubicon. But overall, very happy. It'll last another 20 odd years, I hope. That was the goal. I've still got to do the power supply, which I probably won't do yet. I'll probably leave that for a few more years, just because it's a bit more difficult and quite expensive on the capacitor side. Not that that's an issue. I really don't like playing with high voltage things. Neither should you. It's not safe. Whereas these capacitors are all very, very low voltage in comparison. So there you have it. There's the Sophia boards all out and done at last. And now we can move on to reassembly, and you know what? I'm going to have Bomberman going this afternoon, I reckon. Yep. Take a few more snaps and we'll meet back. It's been a hell of a day. We'll be dancing in the sunset this evening, Sophia and I. We're getting there. So far we've got the main board back in, power supply back in, VCD CD switch board, SH1 board, and I've attached a little VCD card in there. RG-VC2, nothing spectacular. Next bit is to get the A-bus board on that part, then the two SH2 CPUs, and we'll have a look at the optical drive again, see if it does need repair. Stay tuned. Here we are with the initial test. As you can see, we've got the Saturn hooked up to a TV, and we're expecting a video signal of some sort, and we got it. Now, I haven't wired in the CPUs to power yet, and need the CD drive in there for it to output any proper video. So let's get those done and just make sure we can get to the date time setup menu. Alright, we've replaced the laser in the CD drive. I actually found that the spindle was a little bit higher than it should have been, so that might have also contributed to the complete lack of disc spinning. Very excited. Just ran up some stairs, so I'm out of breath. Ah, the life of a gamer. Now, one thing I found very interesting is that I had to set this to NTSC mode for it to give me any video. But as you, whoa, look at that, straight to the license screen. Ho ho ho. The weapon of choice? Bomberman. So, what's it running at the moment? It's actually using a burnt disc, so the development units are more than capable of just using burnt discs. No need for a mod chip, kids. Which is quite nice. And we're also hooked into the Bomberman multi-tap. The controller ports are a little bit loose on these. If you have a cable connected directly in there, gives you erratic results. I've noticed that on some of my other Saturns as well. I think it might just be that it doesn't like being moved about. Over time it's getting old. So dip switch settings, we'll go through those, just have a quick look. For all those curious out there. There you go. Now someone was asking me about the SIM card. The additional onboard RAM for cartridges. Now I don't actually have any discs burnt at the moment. But I'll be doing that soon, I guarantee it. Perfect. So the evening set, I've got 4 controllers. It's time to game on. Thanks for watching. This has been a restoration project of RetroJunkie.net. It's good to see we finally got there. All the processing power of a Saturn, and what do I play? Bubble Bobble.